Good morning everyone, and thank you for coming to this presentation about a project called Create for the Future, which will increase the school attendance among girls in India. Let me start by presenting the organization Create. Create was founded in 1998 by an initiative from a student at Södertörns University in Sweden. While studying development and international cooperation, the student understood the importance of education and the effects of it for the development of a nation. This was a kickstart for a new organization, Create. Create is a non-governmental organization co-working with Save the Children and is based on the ideas of the United Nations Convention on Rights of a Child and the United Nations Declarations on Human Rights. The organization wants to create a lasting change in the life of the children, and by creating education opportunities, especially for girls, we turn weaknesses into strength, always in cooperation with locals. Mutual respect is the lead word of guidance. Create also won a prize in 2008 for Best Foreign Aid Project in Mumbai. And in this project concerning girls and education in India, Create has united a group of experts on the subjects gender, ethnicity, technical, engineering and coordinators. So let me introduce the group. We have Jayanti Khan. She's an expert on gender and is well known and respected in India after being a consultant for many gender projects in the country. She has been employed by the government of India and possesses a great knowledge about the situation among women and girls in India. We have Nemanja Kovacevic. He's an expert on ethnicity. He's done most of his research in India on different religious groups, the caste system, and how these have shaped the tradition and norms in India. We have Frida Söderberg, who's a coordinator in charge of the time plan, contacts and contracts. Ms. Söderberg has a degree in international law. We have Therese Sjöberg, who is an economist that cooperates with the coordinator. She is responsible for the budget management, orders, and is in charge of resource management of the project. We have Matilda Dagba, who is a coordinator with a technical expertise. Mrs. Dagba holds a Master in Engineering with a focus on environment. Then it's me, my name is Sofia Wigholm, and I'm one of the founders of Create. I will work as an extended arm to the society in order to promote the project and Create as an organization. I will now have an interview with Ahmed Osman, who is a former employee from Save the Children. Hello.
Hello, Sofia.
You are now working with Create.
Yes, I am.
And you possess a great knowledge and experience about projects concerning children and education.
They say I do.
Yes. So let me start by asking you, how is the situation in India generally today?
Generally. As you all know, India is the world's second most populous country, which a population of 1.1 billion people. The country is so large, diversity on both geographically and socially is to be expected. About more than 80% of people are Hindus, the rest are Muslims, Christians and Sikhs and other minorities. Unlike many societies in the world, India too have a traditional male-dominated sphere, where women are not equal to men.
Okay. Well, can you describe the education system in India?
Yes, India has one of the oldest education systems in the world. Primary schools are free of charge in public schools for all Indian citizens, partly in favor for the underprivileged. These schools often lack the facilities, sanitation and electricity. The school teachers often are burdened with a heavy workload. A teacher can, for example, have more than 100 students in one class, which affects the quality of the education. With already existing projects in many cities in India, the demand for need of complementing or additional or adding to current education systems, both in local and regional areas, remain high. Clearer signs are shown especially around rural areas where the reach of technology, infrastructure, and information of various kind are limited. One such area being the city of Arambagh, located in northwest Bengal, part of India.
Can you describe the situation in Arambagh?
Yes, the city holds a population of about 56,000 inhabitants and are divided into 4 different villages. One of these villages are Arnabati, with population about 12,000 inhabitants. Of those 12,000 inhabitants, 2,106 of them are children of ages 6 to 14. The literacy average for men and women in Arambagh are 73%, respectively 58%, and even this average is higher than the national average in India. The amount of children enrolled in primary schools are in ratio of girls to boys 56 to 100. This fact alone underlines the choice of the project, which aims to eliminate these features and help provide a fuel and gender equality. The project will intend to both inform and encourage girls of ages 6 to 14, as well as their families concerning the positive aspect of primary school education. The locational project is motivated by the fact there are only 2 primary schools situated within the village of Arnavati. Each school has a capacity of facilitating up to 800 students. Arnavati West Primary School is central to the project because it has low rate of enrollment of girls and the low results of the midterm tests, only 75%, compared to the rest of the East primary schools that have 95%. The proportion of children who does not enroll in primary schools is highly represented by the girls. About 2/3 of all children are girls between the age of 6 to 14.
Okay, so why is it so important to focus on girls? How are they affected?
Similar to many countries around the world, young girls in India are often found working and outside the house together with their mothers. They share the household chores and take care of siblings and other family members. These young girls often drop out of school when they lack the education performances. Also, girls are taken out of school to support their families. Some help their parents at home, some help at work, and some work independently with factories and such.
Okay, thank you very much, Ahmed. Now, back to the project group, who will give a closer description about the project.